Did God hide his real name from us on purpose? For centuries, the holiest name in Scripture, whispered in awe by priests and scratched onto ancient scrolls, has been locked behind a veil of mystery. YHWH, for Hebrew letters that billions revere but few truly understand. What if I told you those letters hold a secret so profound, it could rewrite everything you thought you knew about the Creator, and maybe even about yourself? If you're ready to uncover a mystery that's been buried for millennia, hit that subscribe button right now, because this journey's about to get wild. Welcome to a story that's part detective hunt, part spiritual awakening. Today, we're peeling back the layers of God's name in Hebrew, known as the Tetragrammaton, to reveal truths that scholars, mystics, and everyday believers have wrestled with for thousands of years. Stick around, because halfway through, I'm going to drop a clue about you that ties this ancient name to your own life in a way you'll never see coming. Let's start with what most of us know, or think we know. In the Bible, God's name appears over 6,800 times, more than any other title or descriptor. You've probably seen it as Lord in all caps in your English Bible, like in Exodus 3 verse 14, where God tells Moses, "I am who I am." That's the standard translation of YHWH, pronounced by many as Yahweh today. Jews, out of reverence, often say Adonai, Lord, instead, or just Hashem, the name, because speaking it aloud was considered too sacred or even dangerous. But here's the kicker. Those four letters, Yod, He, Vav, He, aren't just a random code. In Hebrew, every letter carries meaning, weight, even a numerical value. To the ancients, a name wasn't just a label. It was a revelation of character, power, and destiny. So what does YHWH really mean? Is it just I am? Or is there more lurking beneath the surface? Let's dig deeper, way deeper, into the sands of history and the whispers of Scripture. Picture a dusty desert camp 3,500 years ago. Moses stands trembling before a bush that burns but doesn't burn up. He asks God, "Who are you?" The answer, YHWH, I am who I am. Exodus 3 verse 14. Then God says, "Tell them YHWH sent you." Scholars say this moment is ground zero for understanding God's name. But the Hebrew here is tricky. It's not a static I am like we'd say in English. It's active, alive, more like I will be what I will be. It's God saying, I'm not a statue or a dead idol. I'm the one who is always moving, always becoming. Now, let's zoom out to the ancient Near East. Names were a big deal back then. In Egypt, where Moses grew up, pharaohs hoarded secret names to guard their power. Mesopotamian gods like Marduk had dozens of titles tied to their cosmic roles. But YHWH, it's unique. No extra fluff, no pantheon of rivals. Archaeologists have found the name scratched on a 9th century BCE stone called a Mesha stele, linking it to Israel's God in real history. Yet its simplicity hides complexity. Here's where it gets juicy. Jewish mystics, like those who wrote the Zohar centuries later, saw YHWH as a cosmic blueprint. Yod, a tiny spark, is God's creative will. He, a breath, is his revelation. Vav, a connector, ties heaven to earth. Another He brings it full circle, eternity in motion. Together, it's like God's DNA spelled out in 4 letters. But not everyone agrees. Some scholars, like William Albright, argue it's tied to an old Semitic root for to be or to cause to exist. Others whisper it might echo a storm God's name from ancient Canaan. Controversial, sure, but it shows how debated this is. Oh, and here's a teaser. Later, I'll tell you how those 4 letters might connect to your breath. Yes, yours right now. Keep watching. Let's crack open the Bible and some ancient texts to see this name in action. Start with Exodus 3 verses 14 to 15. God said to Moses, I am who I am. Say to the Israelites, YHWH, the God of your fathers, has sent me to you. This is my name forever. Forever. That's a clue. It's not a throwaway title. It's eternal. Flip to Isaiah 42 verse 8. I am YHWH. That is my name. I will not yield my glory to another. Here, the name's a battle cry. God staking his claim against fake gods. Then there's Psalm 83 verse 18. Let them know that you, whose name is YHWH, that you alone are the Most High over all the earth. It's personal, possessive, alive. But it's not just the Bible. The Dead Sea Scrolls found in Qumran caves show YHWH written in an older Paleo-Hebrew script, even when the rest is in newer lettering, like a sacred time capsule. And in the Book of Enoch, an apocryphal text from around 300 BC, God's name is linked to cosmic secrets, hinting at layers the rabbis later explored. Some even tie it to the mysterious YHWH Sabaoth, Lord of Hosts, in 1 Samuel 1 verse 3, God as a warrior king commanding unseen armies. Here's a curveball pronunciation. We say Yahweh, but ancient priests might have lost the true sound when they stopped saying it aloud after the Babylonian exile 586 BC. Was it Yahoo? Yahweh? The debate rages on, and it's why Jehovah's Witnesses use Jehovah, a mashup of YHWH with Adonai's vowels. Misunderstanding? Maybe. But it shows how this name's mystery keeps us guessing. So why does this matter? If YHWH means, I will be what I will be, God's not a distant clockmaker. He's present, dynamic, involved. For faith, it's a gut punch. The Creator isn't boxed in by our rules. He's the God who met Moses in a bush, who meets you in your mess. Theologians like Karl Barth say it's about relationship. God reveals his name because he wants to be known, not just feared. But here's the personal twist I promised. Ever heard this wild idea from Jewish tradition? Some rabbis say YHWH sounds like breathing, Yah, inhale, Weh, exhale. Try it, breathe in, Yah, breathe out, Weh. Every breath you take echoes God's name. Mind-blowing, right? It's not hard proof. Scholars debate it, but it's poetic. Genesis 2 verse 7 says God breathed life into us. What if his name's been in our lungs all along? Now the skeptics, some call this mysticism nonsense, saying it's just Hebrew grammar, not a cosmic secret. Fair enough, let's not overstretch. But even historically, YHWH shifts how we see God. Unlike Egypt's rigid gods or Babylon's chaotic ones, he's free, untamed, yet faithful. That's a game changer for trust, for prayer, for life. So what's the big takeaway? YHWH isn't just a name. It's a window into a God who is, who acts, who breathes with us. From Moses' burning bush to your next inhale, this mystery invites us deeper into history, faith, and maybe even ourselves. We've uncovered Hebrew secrets, ancient stones, and debated whispers, but the real shock? This name's still alive, still calling us to wrestle with it. What do you think? Does YHWH change how you see God? Drop your thoughts below. I'd love to hear them. If this journey blew your mind, smash that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more mysteries unboxed. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next one, because trust me, there's more where this came from. Until then, keep seeking, keep breathing, and I'll see you in the next video. Shalom.